Woman with a shaman drum. Spolria 2015. Turjabustal, Lindalstorbet farm by Lakeskasen, one of the first farms to be settled in Finskagen. Grufinskog 2016. Turjabustal, a new book coming out this year from the publisher Kara Verlag called Slash and Burn, tackles a unique subject, a mostly faded culture situated on the border between Norway and Sweden. The book is about a group of people who came to be called Forest Finns. Norwegian photographer Turjabustal became interested in documenting the culture when he was a student at the Danish School of Journalism. What began as his final project in school soon expanded, and he would eventually spend several years immersing himself in what was left of the culture. The Forest Finns live in a forested area in southeast Norway near the border with Sweden. They started settling in that area from Finland in the 1600s. The families who were making their new homes there were farmers. They employed the slash and burn method of farming, burning down parts of the forested area so that they could grow rye. This group of people also had shamanistic roots and were often associated with magic and mystery. Most of that culture has evaporated, but there are still some around, trying to preserve some of their traditions and rituals, such as Janoffer Storberget. Storberget is one of the people introduced to us in Bustal's book as he delves into what remains of the Forest Finns culture. Storberget lives on a farm in the forest and still hand milks his cows every morning. DNA tests have confirmed that he is the only person in Norway who is 100% Forest Finn. When making the photographs for Slash and Burn, Bustal tried to incorporate some of the mystery that has surrounded the Forest Finns. The work began with a straightforward approach, but evolved as Bustal interacted more with the people in the communities. Some of the work is collaborative with his subjects. It's not a traditional journalistic approach. In the book, writer Aaron Schumann addresses some of this. Before being published as a book, Slash and Burn was the winner of the Nordic Dummy Award in 2017, and the project also won the prestigious Liga Oscar Barnack Award in 2017. Bustal lives and works in Oslo. You can see more of his work on his website. Portrait of Sissel Borg on the Isid Vermundsjen. Assensfinskog 2016. Turjabustal, Red Bush at Lindalstorbet farm. Grufinskog 2016. Turjabustal, border between Sweden, left, and Norway at Mulgesund. An approximately 20-meter wide clearing in the forest separates the two Scandinavian nations, consequently cutting Finskagen in two. Grufinskog 2016. Turjabustal, portrait of Rahili, a healer and clairvoyant living in the Swedish part of Finskagen. Sun 2016. Turjabustal, shooting range target. Spolria 2016. Turjabustal, portrait of Frank Risman, 1952, 2016. Spolria 2014. Turjabustal, abandoned house in Tidaden National Park, one of the southernmost areas populated by Forest Finns. Sweden 2016. Turjabustal, skid marks in the Savonia region, the epicenter of the Forest Finn migration in the 17th century. Finland 2015. Turjabustal, portrait of Janoffer Storberget from the Karhunen bloodline. Storberget lives on Hygen Storbet farm deep in the forest and still milks his cows by hand every morning. His DNA test shows he is 100% Forrest Finn, the only person in Norway known to be so. Gru Finskog 2016. Turjabusdal, a declaration of independence for the Republic of Finskogen has taken place every second weekend in July since 1970. It is a three-day celebration of the region's Finnish heritage, complete with an outdoor theater play. Spolria 2016. Turjabusdal, Inside is the Washington Post's photography blog for visual narrative. This platform showcases compelling and diverse imagery from staff and freelance photographers, news agencies and archives. If you are interested in submitting a story to Insight, please complete this form. More on Insight. Thousands entered the iPhone Photography Awards contest. These are the winners. Haunting images of life on the St. Lawrence River in Canada. I photographed life, not death, because death cannot be seen.